Happy New Year! I guess you've made some resolutions related to your physical health, be it joining the gym, eating healthy, losing weight. But have you thought about any resolutions for your financial health? Hi, my name is Yogi, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you 4 New Year resolutions that we made towards our financial health. Hopefully, they will inspire you for your own financial well-being and your journey to financial independence. And I'm going to be doing that from this gorgeous Mount Taranaki volcano here in New Zealand. Interestingly, this has been used in many movies, including Last Samurai, and the forest below this has been used in the movies like Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. And it's a volcano that resembles Mount Fuji in Japan, as you probably can see from the shape. So back to the topic. So the first New Year resolution that we made for ourselves is we will not get panicky when it comes to any market downturns. 2023 has been a reasonably good year when it comes to the business markets or financial markets. Even with all the geopolitical issues, the wars, the high inflation, high interest rates, most of the markets in the world have seen double-digit growth. We don't know what 2024 will look like, but what we definitely know is that if there is a downturn or if there is a market crash, we will not panic. And the reason is that based on our past experiences, we've seen that any decisions that we made being panicky, anxious, insecure financially has not been the best decisions for us. The last that happened was just about when COVID hit and the markets crashed and we got a little bit panicky. I would suggest the same that you should do is don't panic when the market goes down. And how do you avoid not being panicky? Well, first is remember the phrase, when in doubt, zoom out. Our experience shows that wealth is created over decades. So there is no use zooming in and just looking at a graph and comparing a day's change in the market, a week's change in the market, a month, or even a year's change in market. You look at any markets, and if you zoom out, you will realize that those blips up and down on decades have been always consistent and rising. So, as I said, when in doubt, zoom out, and that's what we're going to do. The second thing that is helping us, and hopefully it can help you too, is have a strong bucket strategy. That means you have a good 24-month or 12-month, depending on your age, emergency fund, and you have a second bucket for your midterm investments, as well as a moderate risk, and the last bucket for your high risk investments. For more on this bucket strategy, I would suggest watch the video that I made about what the bucket strategy essentially is all about. So that's the first New Year resolution. The second New Year resolution is that we will not have that fear of missing out of any new shiny investment product that comes into the market. Again, based on our experience of the last few decades, we've seen many new sexy investment products that get launched, be it a new crypto, a unit-linked insurance plan, some big real estate project being announced, some startup that has been, it becomes the buzzword on the social media. On our personal experience, all our personal experiences have been that these, let's say, these sexy products or get-rich-quick schemes did not add that much value to our long-term portfolio as did the consistent investments. I'm sure many of them are even very good for a long-term investment, but then in that case, if you do go for that, my suggestion would be that do a proper due diligence. Understand the underlying financials. Understand what the backers are, what the company, what are the fine print for those products is. And don't get swayed by what is being told on social media for a product, or you fear that in the office there are people talking about it and you should also jump onto the bandwagon. On that one, I would say, as a phrase that you should remember, is getting rich can be fast, but it's on shaky grounds. Becoming wealthy, on the other hand, is a long, arduous journey, but it's on solid grounds. So make sure that you have those solid grounds and don't fall for these, what I call the get-rich-quick schemes or new shiny investment products. The third New Year resolution that we have is that we will move aggressively from active investing to passive investing. There are multiple reasons for that. Reason number one is that we are traveling, we are enjoying our life right now, and the last thing we want to do is that be in such amazing locations and just sit down with our laptop and try and see what the market is doing today. Reason number two is we are going to continuously monitor and manage our portfolio, but we are not going to react to the market, and we are not going to try and time the market. And this is the phrase that I would suggest you to also keep in mind, is that don't time the market, but spend time in the market. And that's what we've been trying to do. Reason number three on that is, in our careers, we've been advising most of the big corporations, and I've been interacting with a lot of these big companies in the world. And one thing that I learned is that these successful Fortune 500 companies, what they do is that they focus on their core competencies and they outsource the non-core stuff for others who excel at those stuff. And I think we should do the same for ourselves. We should focus on our core competencies, what we are really good at, and outsource the stuff to the indexes, to the funds, and let the markets do the making the money for us. And the last reason I would say is that if you look at the data anywhere in the world, and you will see that on a long term, and when I say long term means in over decades, most of the fund managers have interestingly been beaten by just the indexes. The indexes generally over 20 years time, 15 years time, have performed better than most of the fund managers have. And these fund managers, that's what they do the whole day. That's their 9-to-5 job. And they get millions of dollars for doing so. So this is what I would also suggest you to do, is reflect on how much of active investing you do versus passive investing that you're doing. Like us, maybe it'll be a good idea for you to also move slowly, not abruptly, but at least slowly, from that active investing onto the portfolio, into the passive investing. Having said that, it's also important that you continue to monitor and manage your portfolio. So that is a given, and we will also be doing that anyways. So the three resolutions that I mentioned about are investing, and last but not least is about saving. And in saving, the resolution that we have is that we'll continuously monitor our lifestyle inflation. We've been doing that for many, many years. What we do every year, we set a target that this is the amount of money we're going to save, and this is how much we expect our portfolio to generate money for us. And if we achieve the target and exceed our target, we try and even give ourselves a bonus and upgrade ourselves with some benefits when it comes to lifestyle. Fortunately, 2023 has been a good year, even though we did retire in 2023 when it comes to our savings, our overall portfolio. So we are going to give ourselves a bonus, and we're going to also upgrade a little bit on our lifestyle. But we'll manage it, and we'll continuously monitor it, and we'll also set a target for 2024. I would also advise you to do the same. Make sure that you're not just comparing yourself to the others and keeping up appearances. We are luckily in this fortunate situation where being retired at the age of 50, there are very few people that we can compare ourselves to, just because of the fact that most of the people at our age are working. But don't fall into that trap, and manage your lifestyle like we are going to be doing the same. So in summary, these are the four resolutions that we made for this year. I hope they can inspire you into making these resolutions. Even if you do not add this to your resolutions list, my suggestion would be that remember the 4 phrases that I mentioned during the video, because they will definitely be important and help you put the right habits towards that investment. So the first being, When in doubt, zoom out. So if you at any point see the markets having a fluctuation, just zoom out and relax and on a long term, let your portfolio do the work for you. The second being rich could be quick, but it's on shaky grounds. But the path to wealth and financial independence is slow and steady, but on solid grounds. The third is don't time the market, spend time in the market. And the fourth is comparison is a thief of joy. Have your own path and chart your own course. Well, hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, please do share, and subscribe. Till the next video and till the next location, goodbye.